Oh my God. When I tell y'all, I just noticed that this phone was not recording. I had only been speaking for about 3 minutes, so it's not that bad. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, let me start all over. So what I was saying is basically, I don't have no issues with Sweet Tea, but I think Sweet Tea is a fool because there's no way that Heavenly would be able to say the things that she said about me and my marriage and my husband, and I still go to her for dental work. I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. I know they made up, but I guess they made up too. That's what I also mentioned. I guess if they made up, then I guess you're supposed to let the past go. But I would just feel some type of way. I guess I hold on to stuff too. And especially now, with all the stuff that's exploded online, I know Sweet Tea and Dr. G will be a fool to still go to Heavenly after all the mess that's been going on online. Now, it wasn't too bad, I guess, throughout the season, but Dr. Heavenly did tug on Sweet Tea's wig just a little bit. And Dr. G got a little bit too, okay? But yeah, she went to see Dr. Heavenly, I guess to get them gums fixed. I ain't mad at nobody trying to get their mouth fixed. But I did holler when they let us know she was getting some work done to her gums. Ooh, she already starting that reality TV makeover. That's how I started. That's why the Sweet Tea doing it the right way. She getting her teeth together first. She getting that mouth together first. See, y'all, the other girls do it the opposite way. Y'all start on y'all butts and your breasts and all that. No, start with your mouth. Okay? Start with your raggedy mouth first, and then work your way to your boobs, then your butt, then the tummy tuck, the liposuction, all that, the breast lift, then all that stuff supposed to come after, girl. Anyways, when I thought it was a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie, when she said that when Heavenly asked her, how you gonna be paying? And then Sweet Tea said that Dr. G had the card, so I guess they was gonna have to call Dr. G, or I guess send him a bill in the mail. I don't know. But I thought it was a little embarrassing. And it might sound like I'm picking, but I thought it was a little embarrassing because as a grown woman, why am I going to go see a dentist and then I have to tell the dentist that, oh, you gotta get in contact with my husband so he can pay the bill? Girl, why can't you just take your husband's card? If that's the case, pay the bill, excuse me, and then once he gets home from work and be like, your card is on the kitchen table. I don't know. I'm too grown to be telling the people, girl, you got to get in contact with my man for him to pay. I mean, I guess for some people it might be a flex. I need my own money, my own card. And if I ain't got my own, you need to give me your card. Okay? Anyways, Toya and Dr. Eugene had a date. I thought it was cute. Toya sounds like she's listening to Simone and not complaining all the time, right? She said that she gives the date a 10 out of 10. She probably really didn't, but she, again, listened to Simone. Eugene says that Toya is hard. It's hard to be married to Toya. Oh, girl. She's just sitting in the confessional, just laughing and giggling. Toya, I don't think Eugene leaving Toya no time soon. Toya, don't you lose, Eugene. Because like the people said in my comment section last week, it's another Sweet Tea out there. And in this case, they'll be a fool not to slide into Dr. G. I mean, not Dr. G. Dr. Eugene's DMs. I can give you what you want. Okay? I can be your peace when you come home. Okay? I ain't like that other woman, okay? Who ain't never satisfied and always complaining. I can give you what you want, Dr. Eugene. I know that's right. Dr. Eugene tells Toya that he would like to get back to like day dates, how they used to do, while the kids are in school. This is my thing. When they play, I'm not gonna lie. For me, this is just for me. That was probably the most ignorant thing I have heard Dr. Eugene say when they played that flashback clip of him saying that this is our money, this is our uterus. Girl, it's not your uterus, Dr. Eugene. If you and Toya got a divorce tomorrow, you can't take her uterus with you. That's hers, okay? But guess what can happen if you get a divorce tomorrow? She can take half of that money with her. So yeah, you right about that being y'all's money, girl. But you're not right about that being your uterus. You're not. That's hers. And she gonna take it wherever she go. Okay. Anyways, but I will say that one thing I want to say is I hope Toya realizes. I want Toya to realize, if she hasn't realized, that, girl, and this is what I meant to say last week in my review. So I really wanted to say this last week, but I want Toya to realize that things have changed in your relationship. Toya is stuck on, this is how it used to be. This is what he used to do. Yes, I think you should still keep up those nice things, right? Buy your wife flowers, do those nice things. But at the time, did y'all have kids? Did y'all have these bills? Girl, were y'all on the IRS? Girl, were y'all paying for private tuition? Like, a lot of things have changed now. So because those things have changed, other stuff is going to change too. So I just don't know if Toya realizes that, if she just wants things. I feel like this is no shade. I feel like some people sometimes don't realize that as we grow, things will change. And we're going to have to learn to adapt to the changes that are being made. But we grown. We got bills. And we paying for 2 little boys. I think them boys in private school, right? You know what I'm saying? And Toya stuck on, when we in 1999, But, I think that, again, I also feel like it's not a lot to ask to in defense of Toya. I also feel like it's not a lot to ask your husband to just, like, go out on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it's not like she asking you to take her to Paris for the weekend. Because she just said, let's go up the street and have some dinner. So, there has to be compromise on both sides. But I do feel like Toya probably is hard to deal with, if we're going to be honest about it, girl. Girl, that's what her husband said. So I don't live in that house. I don't know Toya. Damon has a medical mixer. Can I say something? Y'all know Heavenly is my girl. What in the fuck did Heavenly have on? It looked, baby, I swear to God, as soon as I saw the blonde wig and as soon as I saw that ice skater dress, I said, baby, she is giving Phaedra Jr. And when they showed that clip of Phaedra and Heavenly, I said, there we go. Phaedra dressed Heavenly like she was going to a New Year's Eve party. Heavenly looked good. The dress wasn't horrible per se, but it just didn't go for what it, girl, y'all at a medical mixer. And Heavenly pretty much got her nipples out, ass out, thighs out. Like, maybe I'm a little old school. I feel like it's a time and a place for everything. Like, Heavenly, girl, Toya had on a backpack purse. Girl, Toya be talking me, so I'm sorry. Girl, I love a backpack purse. Don't get it twisted. But I just feel like, girl, you could have thrown a cute Chanel around, a cute Chanel crossbody, a little YSL crossbody. You really got on a backpack purse? Let me lock these doors. But I didn't like that dress for the medical mixer. I just didn't. I did not like it. I did not like it. I did not like that dress. Oh my God, what are my notes? Ooh, I thought I deleted my notes, girl. Who's this walking behind me? You know what's so crazy? I don't watch Ready. What's that show called? Ready for Love? some of y'all have asked me to review the show, and I told y'all no. Because I can already tell y'all what's going to happen. Every week, if I review that show, every week I'm going to be dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging and dragging. Especially them niggas. Dragging and dragging. And even some of the heifers who dumb over dick. Dragging. And I'm just like, I don't feel like doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I don't want to be the one. Like, girl, I just feel like you can't be negative all the time. And I know that if I watch Ready for Love or Ready to Love on OWN, I will be negative every week. And so I was like, I can't review the show. It got to be a balance. Okay? But I was just watching, it was a clip floating around online of that show. And it was one clip with a brown-skinned girl. It was two black girls, two black women. It was one with a light-skinned girl and one with a brown-skinned girl. One of them had like on a jumpsuit and one of them had like on a colorful top. Anyways, the guy asked the girl, they were asking each other questions, I guess. It was only like a minute and like 30-second clip, so I really didn't get the full picture, right? But based off what I saw, the guy asked the woman, choke or spank. It was something, he said both words, but I think he said choked or spank. And of course she took it as though he meant sexual. Now mind you, they just really met. So she was low-key offended, as she should have been. Like, nigga, we just met and you already on some sex shit? Like, girl, we can't even get past the fucking appetizers? Damn. Like, you can't wait till I get a couple of drinks in me so I can loosen up? Then we, like, I don't know. And I think it was Diva. It was somebody. It was a lot of people on the thread who are basically saying that, like, it's sad because when it comes to men, and maybe we may do it in the gay community too. But you know, the gay community, girl, we gonna meet, fuck, and go on about our business, right? Okay, we gonna hold a little bit. But I feel like it's some truth to it, that when it comes to men, one of the only ways they know how to communicate is by making everything sexual. And it's like, you can't even have a decent conversation or really get to know somebody without making everything about sex. And I'm saying that to say, I saw this clip yesterday. I'm watching Married to Medicine today on my flight back home. And one of the things that pops out of that man's mouth while he's talking to Phaedra, it was a man talking to Phaedra. And she says within the first 5 minutes, he started talking. Okay, I'm getting ahead of I'm getting excited. They were talking about playing the drums. And he took that as a way to, girl, detour the conversation into him saying, oh, yeah, I play the drums. I can play those drums, looking at her ass. You know, Phaedra got a big ass. And just like she said, hold up, we just met. She said in confessional, I just met you 5 minutes ago. You already talking about, like, and it's just like, and it was an older man at that. Like, y'all can't even talk without making everything about fucking and sucking and eating. Like, you just met this lady. Like, you just met this lady. You already talking about, I don't know, it just annoyed me, that's it. And then Phaedra did make a joke talking about in order to rat tat 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 on this ass. I don't think she said ass. You're gonna have to clap that coin. I said, I know that's right. Girl, we too girl, I was about to say something real trifling. Never mind. I'ma say it. We too grown and got too many bills to be fucking for free. That's what I was about to say. I said it. We too goddamn old and too goddamn grown and got too many goddamn kids and responsibilities and bills to be fucking for free. I'm not saying you gotta be no prostitute. I'm just saying I'm not dating nobody and giving them no pussy, girl, to a broke nigga. Hello? If we gonna be dating and courting, you gonna have to have a little bit of coin. Okay? It ain't like they satisfying y'all asses anyways. Y'all having to finish yourself off when they get off top of you from the girl anyway. So why does that matter? Anyway, you don't need them. So if you gonna go through all the trouble, even not having an orgasm, girl, at least be with a nigga who got a little bit of money. Yeah. Oh, that's why so many people can't stand me. Anyway, I think Heavenly Confessionals with Damon are so funny. Heavenly pulls Phaedra up at the mixer, and says that, you know, she's single, ready to mingle. It was a cute little scene, whatever. But I did think it was kind of crazy that, I don't know, it was kind of weird that in the same breath, Phaedra also uses her booty to, like, you know, but Heavenly did put on the spot, like, oh, she got something she working with, turn around, and Phaedra kind of turned around and showed her ass. Like, girl, it's kind of like one of those things, like, the niggas are already disrespectful, but don't give them a reason to, like, think that that's all you about to. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, girl, you don't, like, we already know the niggas gonna want to smash anyways. You don't want to just, like, put yourself, you're up here on a pedal, like a pedal, not a pedestal, but you're up here on stage, and girl, the thing that you just, not to say she was offended, but she called it out in the confessional about him already mentioning her ass or wanting to have sex within the first 5 minutes. You get on stage and, girl, start doing all of this. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Dr. Alicia's husband, is Dr. Alicia's husband lazy? I'm trying to understand, does she work? Does Dr. Alicia work? Or is she a stay-at-home mom? She says her husband has a newfound respect for her when it comes to the kids. I know Dr. Alicia ain't over there working 40 plus hours and still having to go home and take care of them kids by herself. Because if she work and he work, and we both get home at the same time, then we both taking care of these goddamn children. Now, I could see if she was a stay-at-home mom, then of course she's going to do most of the work because she's a stay-at-home mom and the husband is at work. But even with that being said, when you get your black ass home from work, you taking care of these kids. Okay? I don't know, child. That be y'all, girl. I don't know, girl. Do what y'all want to do, honey. I'm not married. I already know that most married women, I ain't gonna say most, I feel like a lot of married women are single married mothers. Those with kids. I do feel that way. I put she ain't no different than Simone or Toya. She's trying to be the wife. She's trying to be this wife or woman her husband wants her to be. Dr. Alicia ain't no different. She ain't no different than, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that you should be like Toya and just tell your husband to put a biscuit in his mouth. But she ain't no different than any other woman in the group. Very opinionated. And I don't think nothing is wrong with that. But Dr. Alicia knows that's who she is, but she's trying to change up who she is because her husband wants her to be the submissive woman. He's the head of household. All that, you know. Simone announces a trip. A couple's trip. They're going to Hilton Head, South Carolina. Now listen, I have a lot of thoughts on this. The first thing is this. Do I think, Jackie felt some type of way. Do I think that Simone purposely picked Hilton Head, South Carolina? For those who don't know what I've never heard of Hilton Head. When they kept saying Hilton, when I saw the commercial for this week's episode, I thought they were just talking about the Hotel Hilton. Bitch, I thought they was talking about the Hotel Hilton. And I was like, well, girl, bitch, girl, if we can't go to the Hilton, then where can we go? Bitch, you talking about, girl, we can't go to the Hilton because it makes Jackie uncomfortable. Then, girl, what hotel we gonna stay at? Girl, but I guess it's a city called Hilton Head, South Carolina. And that's where Jackie's husband, Curtis, y'all know I do not like Curtis. That's where he took the lady who he cheated on Jackie with to. Did I say that right? Yeah, he took her to Hilton Head, South Carolina. So Simone has now planned a couple's trip to go to Hilton Head, South Carolina. And, you know, one would say that basically the argument has been on the show from Heavenly why would you plan a trip to the same place that it could bring up it could put them in a bad space? One, if that's the case, that means that they really never worked through their issues. They just basically just put a Band-Aid on it. They never worked through their issues, and when it comes down to it, if they really worked through their issues, they wouldn't have a problem going to Hilton Head, South Carolina. But it just goes to show that they never worked through their problems. They just basically said, we're not going to talk about it no more. And we're going to stay together. That's what it is. Do I believe Simone maliciously did that? I'm going to tell y'all why I don't know. Because y'all know I love Dr. Simone, but Dr. Simone got her ways, y'all. And this is coming from somebody who, like, Dr. Simone is one of my faves. But Dr. Simone got her ways. Do I believe that she would pull a stunt like that in order to get back at Jackie? Because she's still pissed off that Jackie and Heavenly are cool. I'll be honest with y'all. I can see Simone doing some shit like that for real. Simone is the same person that got so pissed off at Jackie that she didn't even invite Dr. Jackie to Michael's, I think it was his birthday party or going away party for college, and Jackie was the one who delivered him. And they've been best friends for what, 15, 20 years. So we know how Simone can play. Hello? So I wouldn't put it past her to do some shit like this. Right? But on the flip side, it's like, would she really do something like that? Like, is it really that deep to Dr. Simone? But she will pull a stunt like that? Jackie said she doesn't believe that Simone will do something like that purposely. Right? To try and hurt her. But the gag of the matter is, bitch, I'm sorry. The gag of the matter is, if you can I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you can get over Curtis cheating on you, then bitch, we shouldn't have no problem going to Hilton Head, South Carolina at the same time. So there's a lot of angles that you can come, at this conversation from. Like, girl, if your husband cheated on you, why do we now all of a sudden have to be put on restriction to go somewhere because the nigga who you lay down with cheated on you? You stayed with the nigga. So what's the problem? Hello? You stayed with him. Is my microphone on? Girl, this microphone be wearing me out, honey. I thought it wasn't on. I almost had a heart attack. Cause this green light. You see the green light? You see the green light? Hold up. You see the green light? The green light wasn't on. Sometimes the green light just goes off. And sometimes it goes off. I automatically think that, like, it just disconnected. But it's still recording. So anyways, yeah, like, you stayed with the nigga. Now all of a sudden, girl, we can't go to Hilton Head because it's going to bring up whatever's going to happen. Well, girl, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But then on the same breath, it's like, girl, if your friend is telling you that's bothering her, if your best friend is, that's what I'm saying, it's different angles. So the third angle is, if your best friend is telling you, girl, listen, girl, I really don't, because, girl, quiet as this, because we really ain't worked through the shit. We just said we going to move past it. If your best friend is telling you that this is the problem, then you also have to listen to your best friend. I will say this much. I finally saw what Dr. Simone was saying about her issue with, one of the issues she had with Jackie is that Jackie never tells Heavenly when to shut the fuck up. And I finally saw it this episode. Jackie definitely uses Heavenly. Heavenly, I ain't gonna say uses Heavenly, but Heavenly doesn't mind getting into shit that ain't got nothing to do with her. Because on some real shit, and y'all know I go for Dr. Heavenly. If I was Dr. Simone, I would have told Dr. Heavenly to shut the fuck up. This ain't got nothing to do with you. And then I would have turned to Jackie and told Jackie, this is the goddamn problem that we be having. Because this ain't got shit to do with Heavenly. If you have an issue with me or the trip that I just planned, you come to me, bitch. Okay? I don't need you going to Heavenly and using Heavenly as your mouthpiece. That's the fourth angle. Okay? I don't need you going to Heavenly because I would have got pissed off. I'm saying right now, I would have got pissed off and we would have shut that whole kids party down. That's why I don't need to go. That's why I knew I shouldn't come to this motherfucker in the first place. I would have been pissed off. I would have been pissed off at Jackie because, yes, we've had bumps in the road in our friendship, and it could have been my fault. It could have been yours, but we're working to be better, and you already know this is one of the issues that I've had in our friendship because I feel like you let Heavenly come between our friendship, and now you're doing it again. Because if you had an issue with me, you need to come directly to me. Do not go to her so she can come and tell me. Because what she telling me is the shit you done told her. And y'all saw how Jackie just walked off when they started arguing. When Jackie really, on some real shit, should have been the one to tell Heavenly, Heavenly, be quiet, let it go, leave it alone, I got it. That's what Jackie should have told Dr. Heavenly. I'm sorry. And then she should have had a conversation with Simone and said, this is the issue that I'm having. These are my reservations about going. It may bring up shit that we don't want to come up. It may reopen a wound. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? This may happen. Girl, we never really got past it. We just said we just gonna move on and we're gonna be done with it. So I think she should have had a conversation, a one-on-one with Dr. Simone, and not Dr. Simone having to yell and scream with Dr. Heavenly about a trip she planned that's affecting Dr. Jackie. I understood exactly what Dr. Simone was trying to say. Girl, this is 20 years of friendship. Yes, they've had their off and on, we know that. But this is 20 years of friendship. You don't get to come and tell me nothing about my friend. Now, yes, we know as we get older and now we're grown that 20 years, 15 years, especially if you haven't been close for the last 5 or 6 years, don't mean nothing, right? Because even if Jackie and Simone were close for they've been knowing each other for 20 years, but they haven't been as close as 5 years for the last 5 years, and Heavenly and Jackie have been close, it could be that they have 2 different relationships. Anyways, I'm going off into a whole. Sometimes the quality doesn't matter, right? That's basically what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I would have been upset. I would have been upset if I was Dr. Simone. I would have been pissed at Dr. Jackie. And that's when Dr. Simone should have said right then and there, this is the issue that I've been telling you I've been having with you. Because instead of us keeping this conversation between us, you sending Heavenly to do your dirty work. If you have a problem with me, Jackie, you have been on me for 20 years. You come to me, bitch. You don't send her to tell me nothing. That's what Simone should have told Jackie right then in that scene. Jackie walk off, Simone and Heavenly go back to arguing again over Jackie. The speech that Aiden gave was so cute. Hold up, y'all. The speech that Aiden gave, Phaedra. Phaedra had a birthday party for her son, her oldest son. Y'all know Phaedra ain't my favorite. Y'all know Phaedra ain't my favorite. I wish that Phaedra would have... I wish Phaedra's personal storyline, because she ain't bringing shit to the show. I don't give a damn how much you like Phaedra. The truth of the matter is Phaedra ain't bringing shit to the show. I wish that Phaedra's personal storyline would have been her, basically, her and her relationship with her sons. And her raising now someone who is a teenage boy, right? And just trying to navigate being a single mother and trying to meet the needs of your 2 black sons. Like, I just wish that would have been like her personal storyline and not, she was up with the stunts and shows with Quad for 1 second. And then we found out that she was into Reiki, supposedly. I don't believe it, but she into Reiki. I don't know. But anyways, the party was really nice. I know that party didn't cost them $70,000. Y'all heard that woman say $70,000? God, so that girl, we go to my goddamn house. Girl. But at the end of the day, this is what we do for the kids, right? We want to see the money. We want to see the money. But I never really, you know, so crazy. I never really looked at Married to Medicine as a show that was supposed to be about money. I never really looked at it that way. So even if I didn't see it, I think I would be okay with it. But anyways, girl, I think, but the way that they promoted like Housewives was supposed to be about the girls who got coin. That's why I'm so stuck on Housewives and what they told us. Even though, girl, we know that's not the truth, but I'm still stuck on it anyway. I need to let that go too, but I'm not. Girl, they need to start, like they said, girl, like the diva said, girl, they need to start asking for the girls 1099s and W-2s before you even apply to be a housewife. We need to see your taxes, because if you don't even make a certain amount, you don't. Well, if you're a kept woman, your husband needs to show us his taxes, because if you don't make a certain amount, you don't need to be on the show. Anyways, go over there to Zeus, girl, WeTV or TLC, VH1, MTV, I don't know. Oh yeah, the party was nice. Girl, these girls cannot drive. The party was nice. Aiden gave a speech. It was really, really sweet. I'm not gonna lie. It was really, really sweet. I almost started tearing up on the plane. You could tell Phaedra really loves her sons. She sounds like she's a good mother. She does. It sounds like it. She don't play about no A. I mean, about no B. Don't bring no B in this house. I said, no, that's right, girl. All that money y'all paying for that private education. Why are you bringing a B up in here? Hello? Girl. If I'm paying for private tuition, I need to see all A's. Anyways, what else? The party was nice, and I think Simone's brother-in-law, he's married. He doesn't wear a wedding ring, and Heavenly wants to know why don't you have on a wedding ring? I said, girl, the wedding ring, girl, even though I can't stand her ass, Kim Zolciak told y'all the ring don't mean a thing. Girl, wedding ring, and not these niggas will fuck with their wedding ring on. That ring will be right here, and they'll still get into some pussy. Hello? Or they'll take that hoe off and put it in their pocket. Put it on the nightstand, baby. Or put it on the nightstand. I guess, girl. She got that man $80. Girl, who is this? She got that man $80 to go buy a wedding ring, because she said Damon got one too. I guess it's one of those plastic rings. And his cost $80. I put Sweet Tea doesn't fit in this group. It's weird. She always talks about the group being older. They were packing to get ready for the trip, and Sweet Tea was telling Dr. G, basically, like, she thought the trip was going to be boring. I think the trip is going to be boring because basically they're older. What are we going to be playing? It's a game that old people play, I guess. I think it's a game where you like you bounce the ball and grab the anyway, it's old school. I can't think of the name. Sweet Tea want to go to Vegas. Sweet Tea want to go to Miami. Y'all want to go to Hilton Head, South Carolina. She said she Googled it, and it looks boring. It's so crazy to me girl, Dr. G is not, let me tell y'all something. Dr. G is not over there, girl, doing all of that with Sweet Tea trying to act like he's just so young and got all this energy and all that shit. Girl, Dr. G older than some other women. I just don't like, it's not about liking it. It just goes to show that Sweet Tea does not fit in with this group. And she knows she doesn't fit in with this group. She doesn't fit in with the group. She doesn't. She really doesn't. Like, she does not fit in with the group. Girl. But girl, you keep taking jabs at them for being old as if your husband ain't older than some of them. Girl. Dr. Jackie and your husband went to high school together. Okay, they didn't necessarily, like, not in real life, but I'm just saying, girl, Dr. Jackie was probably a senior and Dr. G was probably a freshman. Or at least in the 8th grade. They ain't too far off in age, girl. And then, girl, at the end, girl, did y'all hear when Dr. Eugene and Toya's son, they were packing? Well, Toya was packing, and I think Dr. Eugene told them to get out their mother's suitcase, and then they said, why? I think he said, you might see something you got no business seeing. I don't know, I can't remember. And then the kids said, one of the boys said a condom, and then the other boy said a vibrator. I ain't gonna lie, I started hollering. Cause y'all be thinking these kids don't be knowing shit. These kids is 12. These kids be 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 talking about vibrators and condoms. And y'all swore up and down. They don't know shit. Okay? Anyway, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all. And another thing I wanted to say, why I thought Simone is either being a producer's puppet, hello? Is who just ups and decides to go to Hilton Head, South Carolina. I'm not saying that's not a place that people visit. I'm saying that on this show, did Simone really just come up with this idea by herself to say, let's go to Hilton Head, South Carolina, right? And even if she did come up with that idea by herself, it didn't cross your mind that your good girl, that's where your good girlfriend, girl, man, was trolloping around with his big ass, 10 feet tall. Ooh, girl, every time I get a chance to where Curtis Lowe I am. Yeah, I ain't never forgave Curtis. Girl, that's not me to forgive. That's not my man. That's not my husband. Girl, that's Dr. Jackie's husband. So she forgave him. That's all that matters at the end of the day. But I really don't like the way he did that lady. But I guess, girl, at this point, Dr. Jackie done pretty much ruined her own reputation anyways. Hello? But for real though, like, you never thought that that's where your friend, right, your best friend of 20 years, 15 years, like, oh girl, that's what he took that girl. But on the flip side, even if Simone did come up with the idea herself, girl, I'm throwing out all these what ifs basically. This is like the sixth what if. This is like the sixth what if that I'm on. But then on the flip side, it's like, if Simone did think about it, what if she thought about, well, girl, they worked through the issues. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But then I also feel like, girl, the producers probably said, hey, we're going to take a trip to Hilton Head, South Carolina. You want to lead it. And then Simone was just like, oh, okay, cool. And then she probably didn't think about, oh, girl, this is where Curtis took that girl. But then if we go down this road, here we go with another one. Girl, I ain't gonna never let y'all get off this line. But then on the flip side, it's like, if we start to go down this road of we can't go somewhere because your nigga ain't shit, and because your nigga decide to fuck this bitch in New York, so now we can't go to New York, girl. So because your husband decided to cheat on you and trollop around Miami, bitch, we can't go to the beach and have cocktails. So is that the road we're going down with the cast? That anybody whose husband cheats on them and takes them to a certain place, that place is no longer available for vacay? Bitch, I can't go to Vegas because he wanted to trollop around that whore at the casinos. You know what I'm saying? So now we can't go to Hilton Head, South Carolina because your nigga ain't shit, Jackie. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair to the other people in the group. If everybody else say we going to Hilton Head, Sweet Tea don't count. If everybody else don't have no problem going to Hilton Head, then Jackie, you just ain't gonna go. You ain't gonna contribute shit to the conversation anyways. So it's like it's like I'm looking at it from all different angles. Me personally, I would have got the shit started and said, but anybody who go after Jackie, they get the boot. I would have said, well, I don't think it's fair that if we all decide to go to Hilton Head, South Carolina, that the plans have to change because Jackie is uncomfortable. Maybe she shouldn't participate in this couples trip. Because the reason why she's uncomfortable is because her husband put her in an uncomfortable position. Because he would have kept his dick in his pants, we wouldn't have to have this conversation anyways. Girl, I wouldn't say all of that, girl. Not if I was part of the group. But I will say, girl, I don't think it's fair that we have to be uncomfortable because Jackie's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's all I wanted, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Bye, y'all.